this is Greg Harrelson here with Century 21, and I just wanted to cut another video, just giving out some training tips to my fellow realtors in hopes that I can make a difference in your business. A lot of you know that I've been involved with the Mike Ferry organization for many years. As a matter of fact, I think I've been in their coaching program for about 18 years now, so I've been around quite a long time. And I was recently at an event, Superstar Retreat, actually in Las Vegas this year, and talking with Mike, and he was giving us some notes on the difference between top producers and those maybe that are not producing that well. He put it, of course, the difference between the have and the have-not. So I wanted to go through. I actually took my notes from the seminar, and I put some stars by I think 8 different points that he made, and I just wanted to share those with you. I won't take much of your time, but you might get something out of this that could make a difference in your business today. The first one that I put down is, he says, top agents never let a day go by without doing something to produce business. Now, there are some top agents that are great networkers, they're great farmers, they're great prospectors. I mean, shoot, there's even great prospectors or great producers out there that do a lot of business through direct mail. And the key is no matter how you're generating your business, if there is a strategy that you use that is working, what you'll see with top producers is they always do something every single day regarding that strategy to produce income. Not one day goes by without doing something to produce income. So I think that's an important tip for all of us to listen to and probably put into action if in the event that you may be only doing some things a couple days a week. How about 5 days a week? Highly productive activities. The second thing that I wrote down is they understand the value of schedule. And I myself understand the value of being on schedule, as well as I understand the pains of not being on schedule, because quite frankly, what I was taught by another coach of mine is if it's not in your schedule, it doesn't exist. So schedule everything. Scheduling starts from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep. Now I know that can kind of sound impersonal. Do I need to schedule my dinner with my family? Do I need to schedule time reading a book right before I go to bed? Maybe, maybe not. It really depends on your personality. But the way that I work, and the way a lot of the top producers work, is they want to schedule everything that's important to them to make sure that it gets done. If it's important, and it needs to go in the schedule, because if it's not in the schedule, it doesn't exist. So keep that in mind. Next is top agents make decisions quickly. Now what you'll see about top agents, not only do they make decisions quickly, is there are times where they will actually make the wrong decisions. They'll make a decision so quick that maybe if they thought it through and spent more time analyzing it, maybe they could have made a better decision. But because they make their decisions so quickly, they make a lot of decisions. They don't procrastinate. They don't kind of analyze too long and then the opportunities leave them. The key is with being top producers, or what we see in those top producers, is they make fast decisions and they make them often. So kind of analyze what you're doing right now and say, how many decisions are you putting off? Is there decisions that you need to make that you're not making because you're still doing your research? How about look at those things and make a fast decision and do it now and move forward. Keep the ball moving forward towards your goal line. Of course, great listing agents respond quickly. So you got to be very careful, because we're in that world right now where information is everywhere. So people are calling us more than they ever have. They see something about us on the internet and they call us to ask us a question. Well, we live in that society now when people reach out and call us to ask us a question, they expect an immediate response. So I know it can be tough to respond. You got emails and texts and posts on Facebook or wherever else, and LinkedIn, or maybe voicemails. We're getting information. People are communicating with us through so many different channels, and it's really tough to respond quickly to all of them. But look at your response time and see how can you increase your response time, because top producers tend to respond quickly. And they know that if they don't respond fast, then their competition will, and the first one to respond is likely to get that deal. Then I've got here that great agents also accept criticism. Now, this is tough because there's a lot of great agents out there that you think, oh gosh, they have these big egos, right? They're not going to listen. But what's interesting is, though they may not listen to everybody, most top agents have some coach, or they have a mentor. They have somebody like myself, that's a leader of a company that has some good information, that's coaching and training them constantly, and they allow their coach to actually analyze what they're doing. And in times, they will take criticism. I might look at your listing presentation and say, hey, man, this is a fantastic listing presentation, but if you change this and change that, your conversion ratio would go to the next level. Top producers are always in those conversations. What's interesting is the ones that need the most practice, those are the ones that don't want to actually listen to criticism. I don't know if they're embarrassed or what the situation is, but it's just like anything else that we learn. It's a skill that you must develop. Selling real estate is a conversation, and conversations actually are skills. So work on your presentations, work on your scripts, and have somebody analyze and accept their criticism. You never know how much they're going to be able to help you. The last one that I have here is they're all working off of a specific plan. So top producers, one thing that they do well is they plan. They engage in business planning. At the beginning of the year, they have a plan. After the first quarter, they're looking at their plan to see if they're on track. And if they're not, they're making adjustments. And then the mid-year, they're doing the same thing in the third and the fourth quarter. So they have a yearly business plan. They're breaking that down into quarters. They're analyzing where they are within the process and making the proper adjustments. You don't want to make the adjustment for this year at the end of this year. You want to make the proper adjustments early on in the year so you can be on path to reach your goal. Those are the notes that I have right now for the last seminar that I was in. I'm sure I'm going to share a lot more with you in the future. If there's anything that I can do for you, my name is Greg Harrelson with Century 21, and I'm constantly looking for talented individuals that are motivated and have a desire to build a career in real estate. So if you or anyone you know is interested in going to the next level, please give me a call.